What's the most selfish thing you've ever seen someone do? I was standing in the hospital cafeteria when I overheard my best friend tell her mom she couldn't donate blood because she had a tattoo appointment. Her little brother was upstairs dying from leukemia, and the doctor said family blood was the best match, but she chose fresh ink over her brother's life. We'd been friends since middle school. She used to sleep over every weekend, and we'd stay up planning our futures. She was going to be a fashion designer, and I'd be her business partner. We even had matching bracelets that said Forever Sisters. But that day in the hospital made me see who she really was. Her brother Jake was only 9, a sweet kid who loved dinosaurs and always shared his Halloween candy with me. When he got diagnosed 6 months ago, the whole neighborhood rallied. We did car washes, bake sales, anything to help with medical bills. His mom quit her job to stay with him full time. His dad worked double shifts at the factory. Everyone sacrificed except Madison. She complained the hospital visits cut into her social life. She posted selfies from parties while Jake was getting chemo. When her parents asked her to help watch him so they could shower or eat, she'd suddenly have urgent plans, but I kept making excuses for her. Told myself everyone handles grief differently. The blood donation was different though. Jake needed regular transfusions, and family donors meant less risk of complications. Madison was the only match besides her dad, who'd already given the maximum allowed. The doctors explained this clearly. She nodded like she understood, then told them she'd think about it. 2 days later, I saw her Instagram story from the tattoo parlor, a butterfly on her ribcage. The caption said, YOLO. While she was picking colors, Jake's platelet count was dropping. While she was posing for pics, her mom was signing papers for an emergency transfusion from the blood bank. Higher risk, higher cost, but what choice did they have? I confronted her at school the next day, asked how she could be so heartless. She rolled her eyes and said I was being dramatic, said Jake would be fine with regular donor blood, said she'd been planning this tattoo for months and deposits were non-refundable. Then she asked if I wanted to see it. That's when I knew our friendship was over, not because she was scared of needles, or even because she chose a tattoo over helping, but because she looked at me like I was crazy for thinking family meant sacrifice, like I was the weird one for believing love meant showing up when it hurt. Jake's condition got worse that week. The foreign blood wasn't working well with his system. Madison finally agreed to donate, but by then it was too late. He passed away on a Thursday morning while she was in chemistry class. She didn't even leave school early when her mom called. At the funeral, she wore the black dress we'd bought together last summer for concert season. She cried pretty tears and hugged relatives who didn't know the truth. People whispered how brave she was, how strong. Her mom held her hand even though Madison had let her down when it mattered most, because that's what mothers do. They forgive even the unforgivable. She texted me that night asking if I wanted to hang out, said she needed her best friend. I didn't reply. Some bridges burned themselves. 2 months later, I heard she was telling people I abandoned her during the hardest time of her life, playing victim to anyone who'd listen. But I kept quiet because Jake's parents had enough pain without adding family drama. Sometimes the best revenge is just letting selfish people live with themselves. She still posts pictures of that butterfly tattoo, always with inspirational quotes about living in the moment. Every time I see it, I remember Jake asking if butterflies went to heaven. I told